Okay guys, welcome to this video lesson. Make sure you have paper and pencil out, ready to copy. Okay, first thing we do is we identify the name of the video lesson, and in this case it's called Properties of Triangles Quiz Preview, right? So we're going to prepare for the quiz. Properties of triangles are what we learned in the last couple weeks. So, first set of instructions says, each figure shows a triangle with one of its bisectors. Okay? So, let's look at number one. Number one says, find angle SQR. So, let us recognize that PQ here is the angle bisector of angle SQR. See? Split it down the middle, right? SQR was this angle here, and it split the angle down the middle to create angle 1 and angle 2. So when we add angle 1 and angle 2 together, they add up to SQR. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle SQR. Now, when it's split SQR down the middle, it means that angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other. So, whatever angle 1 is, angle 2 is. So number 1 says angle 1 is 22 degrees. That means that angle 2 is also 22 degrees. And we don't know what angle SQR is, so we leave it as SQR. Draw a line of separation. 22 plus 22 is 44. Is equal to angle SQR. And that, kiddos, is our final solution here. We have found angle SQR. Right? That was our goal. Okay. So number 2 says, measure angle 1. If angle 1 is 15x and angle FDE is 29x plus 2. So let us see that our angle bisector here is PD. So angle FDE, this angle was split in half by PD. Look, and it created two angles, angle 2 and angle 1. They're the same, right? So if angle 1 and angle 2 together create this big angle, so angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle FDE. So let us write that down. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle FDE. And we know that angle 1 and angle 2 are the same because it was split in half, so they're the same thing. So whatever angle 1 is, angle 2 is. So this says angle 1 is 15x. So 15x. That means that angle 2 is also 15x. And angle FDE is equal to 29x plus 2. Equal to 29x plus 2. Okay, let's draw a line of separation. 15x and 15x is 30x. Right? That means I'm going to take my 29x and I'm going to bring it over as minus 29x. Cross it out and I'm going to say minus 29x. 30x minus 29x is 1x. I still have 2 on the right side here. The opposite of multiplying by 1 is dividing by 1. So I get x is equal to 2. Right? But be careful though. Number 2 does not say solve for x. It says find angle 1. Right? And angle 1 is 15x. So here on the right side here, I'm going to say angle 1 is equal to 15x. Fortunately, we have already found x. X is equal to 2, so this 2 is going to go right in there where this x is. So we're going to say 15 parentheses, and then a 2 is going to go in there. Because x is equal to 2, so 2 goes in there. So we're left with, didn't mean to do that. Line of separation, 15 times 2 is 30. So angle 1 is equal to 30 degrees. And look at that. That is our number 2. Look at that. We found angle 1. Angle 1 is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. So there's going to be 1 or 2 questions like this, like one of these two on the quiz. Right? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the big angle. Okay. Let's look at number 3. New set of instructions here. The instructions say, solve for the missing angle. Right? Let us solve for the missing angle. First thing, let us notice that this line right here is the angle bisector. And it creates that angle and that angle are the same. But it also creates a special relationship between the sides of the triangle. And remember, the special relationships go like this. 6 has a special relationship with 4, and 1.5 has a special relationship with z. Okay, the instructions say solve for the missing variable, so we need to solve for z. So what creates is a proportion, right? A fraction equals a fraction. So the relationship is 6 goes with 4. So I'm going to say 6 goes with 4. And that means that 1.5 goes with z. 1.5 goes with z. And now I'm going to what I like to call butterfly multiply, right? 4 times 1.5, z times 6. Z times 6 is 6z. 4 times 1.5 is 6. The opposite of multiplying by 6 is dividing by 6. So I get z is equal to 1. And that, kiddos, is my solution for number 3. Because number 3 says solve for a missing variable. We solved for z. Z is our missing variable. Right? That's perfect. Okay. Number 4. Okay. Let us identify the bisector, right? This line here is bisecting the angle here, and it's creating 2 equal angles, right? This angle and this angle are the same. Well, when that happens, a special relationship, like we said on the previous one, is formed between the sides, right? So a special relationship happens between 20 and 5h. And then another special relationship happens between 5 and, wait a minute, something should be there, right? Something should be there. When there's a missing side and they give us the whole side of the triangle, what we do is we subtract the whole side, which is 20, times part of the side, and that'll give us the missing side. So again, we multiply the whole side times part of the side to give us the missing side. Well, 20 minus h can't multiply, right? So all we can do is write them together as 20 minus h. 20 minus 5h, excuse me. 5h. So now what I've done is I've identified both relationships, both special connections between the sides, right? So let us set it up. So 5h is relationship with 20. See, 5h is relationship with 20. That is equal to, that means that 20 minus 5h has a relationship with 5. 20 minus 5h has a relationship with 5. There you go. Okay. So once again, I butterfly multiply that way and butterfly multiply that way. Okay. 5 times 5h is 25h is equal to 20 times 20 minus h. Well, I have to write that as a, yes, oh sorry, 20 times 20 minus 5h, like this. So now I have to distribute, right? 20 times 20 and 20 minus 5h. So that's going to give me my line of separation here. 20 times 20 is 400. Remember, use your calculator if you're not sure, right? That's why I put it on the, I put it in the notes or in the assignment for you to use. Okay, 20 times negative 5h is negative 100h. Okay, so I have 25h here by itself. That means I got to move this negative 100h over and make it a plus 100h. Cross it out and I say plus 100h. 25h plus 100h is 125h. And I still have 400 here. Well, 125h means 125 times h, so the opposite of multiplying by 125 is dividing by 125. So I get h is equal to, what is it? 3.2. And that, kiddos, is our solution for number 4. All right? So you will definitely get a problems just like number 3 and 4 in the quiz. All right? So we are halfway there, right? This quiz preview has 8 problems. Okay? Make sure you have copied everything down so far, right? Okay. Let us go to number 3. Let us read the instructions. Number 3 says, state if 3 numbers can be the measures of the sides of a triangle. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw the triangle, right? And we're going to write our numbers, 343, 160, and 156. Right? And we're going to identify our, this is our A, this is our B, and this is our C. Now remember, we need 3 checks, right? So first we're going to do A plus B. 156 plus 160 is greater than 343. So when you add 2 sides, those 2 sides have to be bigger than the third side. Okay? So 156 plus 160 is 316. Now ask yourself, is 316 greater than 343? Of course it's not. It is not, right? Again, is 316 greater than 343? No, it's not. So that means that automatically, everyone, this is not a triangle. See? State of the numbers can be a measures of the sides of the triangle. You can say, no, this is not a triangle. No, this is not a triangle. Okay. Now, if we would have done all three checks, right? First was A plus B is greater than C. Check. Then we would have done A plus C is greater than B. Check. Then we would have done B plus C is greater than A. Check. If you would have gotten all three checks, then this would have been yes, this is a triangle. But since we got one no already, this one here, the answer is automatically no. No need to move forward. No need to move on. Okay. Okay, let's see. Next set of instructions here says, two sides of a triangle have the following measures. Find the range of possible measures for, oh, missed that 4 there, the third side. So the range means we need to find the low and we need to find the high. So to find the low, we take the bigger number minus the smaller number. 243 minus 180. And that'll give us 63. To find the high, you guys probably already got it. Since we subtracted to find the low, to find the high, we're going to add. And we get 423. So that means that our solution, our low, is 63 less than x less than 423. And there you go. This is our range. So that means that a triangle, right? If one side is 180, the second side is 243. What in the heck can be the third side? Well, we just found out. It could be any number between 63 and 423. Yeah. Any number between 63 and 423 could be the third side. Right? There's for sure going to be a problem just like this in the quiz. Okay. Finally, last two here. We're going to find the missing length indicated. Right? So remember, all of these notes as well are on the bottom of the assignment there in the filled in PDFs. Right? You just have to find them. They're there. Okay. Number 7 says find HJ. Well, if you notice this triangle here, it's connecting the middle. So between I and H, the middle is D. And between I and J, the middle is E. So it's connecting both middles. So when we connect both middles, something cool happens. You create a segment that's parallel to the bottom segment like this. If you notice, this one is longer than this one. So this is the short segment and this is the long segment. So we remember that formula says 2 times the short segment is equal to the long segment. Right? So what 2 letters make the short segment? ED, right? Or DE. So we say 2 times DE is equal to the long segment, which is HJ. Right? Well, how much is DE? How much is from D to E? Well, that's 80, right? So I can write here 2 parentheses 80 is equal to HJ. Well, we don't know what HJ is. It says find HJ. So I'm going to leave this as HJ. So draw my line of separation. 2 times 80 is 160. Bring down HJ, nothing more to do. So my solution is 160 is equal to HJ. And that is my solution, kiddos. Look at that. Right? So 2 times the short is equal to the long, right? With these segments. 2 times the short is equal to the long. So, okay, let's take a look at number 8. Last one, right? So, again, let us identify the short, and let us identify the long segment, right? And as we remembered, our formula or our notes say 2 times the short is equal to the long. And what segment is the short segment here? The short segment is xy. Right? So this is going to be xy is equal to the long segment, which is EG. EG. So now let's just plug in our information. Let's plug in what we have here. So this says 2 times, how much is xy? From x to y is x plus 28. X plus 28 is equal to the long segment, x plus 38. Look at that. So we draw a line of separation. We're going to distribute, right? 2 multiplies with x, 2 multiplies with 28. So we get 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 28, kiddos, is 56. Okay. So I'm immediately going to move this x over this way and make it a minus x. So I'm going to cross it out, and I'm going to make it a minus 1x, as a matter of fact, right? And I'm going to take this 56 and I'm going to move it over and make it a minus 56. Right? Minus 56. So cross it out and I'm going to make it a minus 56. So I get 2x minus 1x is just 1x. Right? And a positive 38 and a negative 56 is a negative 18. That is not 18. 18, here it is. Okay, and the opposite of multiplying by 1 is dividing by 1, so I get x is equal to negative 18. Right? But remember, what is this asking us for? This is asking for find xy. We need to find xy, and xy is x plus 28. Look. So, xy is equal to x plus 28. Right? That means that x is equal to 18, so x is going to go right there. Look at that. Oops. Oh, man. All the way up. Okay. So x is equal to 18, so x is going to go right there. So I'm going to plug in negative 18 plus 28. Different signs, so I got to subtract them. 28 minus 18 is 10. So that means that xy is equal to 10. Look at that. And that is number 8. For sure you're going to get a problem like one of these two in the quiz. Right? And that right there, kiddos, is the assignment. So this is number 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this is numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, make sure you copied everything down, rewind, and you're confused on any step, but this is a preview of the next quiz. All right, thank you for being here. See you next time.